All right, everyone, a very good morning. I hope you all have had a great start to the morning. This is the one and only Harsh from Dolphin Market at your service. And today there is so much to cover, there is so many things to discuss. But before we get started, I want more people to be a part of this vibrant community. So please, I'm giving you 5 minutes. All right, get your pen, paper, coffee, whatever is required. We start in five. All right. All right. Let's begin today's lively live seminar. All right, a very good morning to one and all. This is the one and only Harsh from Dolphin Markets. I hope you all had a great start to the morning, and I wish you that your day continues happy and good too. All right, before we get started, a quick look at what the chat box is saying right now. Sophia, as usual, is always present in this group. Learn from Sophia. Be like Sophia. Imitate Sophia. You know, she's here. She's looking at the charts with us. She's understanding the analysis. We are putting in the effort. She is receiving the information we are providing. When we provide you with trading opportunities, correct hot stocks, she takes it and she makes money. So be like Sophia. All right, a very good morning, Sophia. I hope you're having a great day. Sophia mentions the market is good today. Indeed, the market is good today, right? The market is good every day. Whether it's bullish or bearish, the market is good. We are good. All right. So before we get started, a quick introduction about myself. I am Harsh. All right. So I've been having 8 years of experience in the financial markets. I mainly trade forex, commodities, and US indices like the S&P 500, the Nasdaq 100. and the Dow Jones 30. Currently, we are also looking at the Indian share market in terms of the Indian indices as well as the individual shares, the individual stocks. I mainly specialize in technical trading, all right? We'll discuss a lot about technical trading in the third live streaming session, which is about providing you beautiful people with all the information, all the education regarding technical analysis. So always make sure to attend the third live streaming session, right? I specialize in supply demand, in price action, in swing analysis, in harmonic pattern progressions, and also using certain indicators as well. We will cover more on that in the third live streaming session. Remember, we are here from Monday till Thursday. All right, from Monday till Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I myself, I'm making sure that I am able to provide you with 3 live streaming sessions, right? We have the first live streaming session right now that is going on during the market hours. Once the market has opened, we have the second live streaming session once the market is about to close, and the third live streaming session happens once the market is closed. And then during that live streaming session, we talk more about trading education. All right, so I hope you all are having a great morning. I can see Lee. All right, Mr. Lee is over here. Finally, Mr. Lee is not using any emoticons, emojis. He's writing. All right, he's using words to describe, and that is a very good progress. Correct? When people, when they interact with me, when they gel with me, they become like me, right? They become more interactive, and that is what I want this particular live streaming session to be all about. I want you to interact as much as possible. If you have any questions, if you have any queries, if any doubts in your mind, any kind of doubts, right? Whether it is regarding technical analysis, whether it is about a particular stock, or whether it is about anything, all right? Or you just want to say hi to me, you can write down in the comment box. You can type it down, all right? So let's get started. I hope everyone is ready. They all have I hope you all have your pen, paper, pencil, water, coffee, tea, whatever is required. Even if you want your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse to be next to you to provide more confidence in attending these live webinars, make them too, all right? Make them a part of this live trading session, all right? Too, all right? Now let's begin. Quickly having a glance at what the indices are showing. All right, let's quickly look at what the indices are trying to show. As you're all aware, we always start. We are trying to create a structure of of the entire progression of how the live streaming goes. Correct. So we have to very much make sure that everyone understands that we start with a basic outlook from a chart point of view in terms of what the indices are doing, all right? What the Nifty 50 is doing and what the Sensex, right? The one that is listed on the BSE is doing, performing, correct? So as you can see, today's day, all right? So price has gapped slightly lower, all right? Price has gapped by around 0.44%, but with the gap down, remember, once the price closes on today is Wednesday, correct? So once the price of the share market of this particular index closes, that is the time the market closes, right? The candle closes. And once today's day opened, the market opened. So there is a slight gap and prices has gone up, all right? Now, before we continue, there is important, right? Because the main context of you all beautiful people here is to make sure that you are making money, right? I am going to talk a lot about analysis and what the market conditions are doing. But right now, the main focus is it's about hot stocks, all right? Who is willing or ready to get another trading opportunity, right? It is hot. It's too hot. So let's get started. We are going to talk about none other than any guesses. I mean, there are so many stocks, correct? So how can people even understand which stock are we talking about? All right, but without wasting any time, let us talk about Annapurna, all right? We are talking about Annapurna, all right? It's a company, a food-based food manufacturing company, and let me quickly give you the levels, right? It's very important for me to mark it out so that people are aware, and then later I will let you know when you can take a screenshot. So we're planning to go long at around 375, right? Price is right now somewhere over there. and we expect prices to go to our target one, our predicted, our estimated. Remember, it is all speculation. We expect price to go. So we're expecting prices to go around the 400 level with target one, and target two, we are expecting prices to go around 440. So quickly let me make sure that you all are able to utilize this hot stock and make money out of it, right? Let me quickly just do the annotation, because many people over here are having this in terms of they want to make sure that they are on the same page, and I have to make sure that everyone is on the same page. So I need to make sure that I am mentioning all the annotations, so that, remember, the reason we are providing you with these hot stocks are basically to test our capabilities. Remember, we do not just boost about ourselves, we are really talking about facts. All right, so quickly before I decide, right, prices right now over there. If you want to enter, you can enter around 375 prices right now over there. For people who are looking at this current live streaming session, please make sure you do not miss this trading opportunity. All right, let me quickly repeat it again. The trading ticker, the trading stock is Annapurna. All right, it is mentioned by ANNAPURNA. We are planning to enter at around 375. Price is around that area. So you are, yes, you can take a long on this particular trading option. Remember, it is hot. You need to take it immediately. We target one at around 400 and target one around 440. Remember, as we always talk about discussing about, all right, what about the point 0.5? So let me just mark the point 0.5 target area too. It's very important to keep that not point 0.5, my mistake. We are talking about 5%, right? When price moves 5% in our favor, we give you a notification. My team of assistants will make sure to notify you that price is hitting the 5% target, right? So you can make money consistently and quickly, right? Who doesn't want to make money quickly? So please make sure that you take this trading opportunity. All right, it's a very hot and lucrative stock. Don't miss it out. Let me mark the 5%. All right, let me change the color to, let me give it an orange color. All right, and let me change the denotation of the line. So let me first mark the 5%. When price is moving, right, the 5% is going to be around it's going to be around 395. All right, so please make sure that you are aware, and we will also notify you, no doubt in that, right? 395. All right, I hope everyone is on point. I hope everyone is on point. Come on, guys, I hope you're listening. I hope you're paying attention. Remember, I can like talk about analysis, I can talk about what the market is doing all day long, but when it comes to providing you with the hot stock options, we want to make sure that we're providing you with the best possible scenarios, right? And remember, guys, position is always at 10 to 15, right? Yes, Sophia, you are absolutely correct. You can enter at between 10% and 15%. All right, so please make sure whoever's here, whoever's aware about whoever is attending this particular live streaming session, the stock name is Annapurna, the entry, target 1, target 2, as well as the 5% closure. Let me write that down too. It's very important, because people might again come back to me and be like, Harsh, what is that orange dotted line doing? All right, so the orange dotted line signifies the 5% target area. All right, 5% in terms of, we want, see, I have already explained this in the past. When prices are going up or when prices are going down, remember, the prices can never travel in one direction, correct? A quick depiction for all those beautiful people are attending. I guess it's important to for me to reiterate, because sometimes we human beings have a tendency to forget. All right, who doesn't forget? I forget a lot of times. All right, we are humans. All right, we make mistakes, we forget things. So when prices are going in the, all right, you can't see my because of my photo, which is at the bottom left corner. Let me show it to you over here. When prices are going on top, remember, prices cannot travel in one direction, all right, continuously. The prices have to correct themselves. So that is the reason we are providing you with this 5% target, so that you can capitalize on the movement, right? It's like you make 5%, but if price starts to correct, then you have a tendency of giving back your profits to the market. Remember, we are here to make money. We are not here to give money, correct? So please make sure that everyone is on is understanding, has understood what has to be done, what is required, where are the entry, stop loss, target 1, target 2, and 5% target area. Remember, I just want to make sure that it is depicted in a visual manner, because people love when the visuals are attractive, when everything is marked on the chart. So please guys, whoever is wanting to take a screenshot, please do so. If you haven't, do not worry, my team of assistants will make sure to provide you with the hot stock with all the details. But for your own betterment, it is better that you maintain a record for yourself so that everything is at your disposal. If not, do not worry. Our team of assistants will make sure to provide you with the required information about the hot stock. I hope everyone is understanding. All right, the first profit has been made. Interesting. The prices are still running. Don't worry, I have marked. Remember, we are planning to enter at around 375, right? Let me just cross check the values again. 375 is the area that we're planning to go long. When price goes around 5%, remember, I have marked it by the orange line. It's an area, please, guys and girls, men and beautiful women. It's an area, 5%, right? So you can give it a buffer of 390, 395. The choice is yours. All right, we want to keep it at 395. So I hope everyone is able to understand. Sophia, profitable right after entering. That is correct. Once, these are the best kind of opportunities that we come across, where the moment you start entering, remember, the market conditions are volatile. There are times when, instantly there are trading opportunities. So you all have to be quick, quick, quick. All right. The stock market is rumbling. All right, the stock market is very dynamic, is very active, so you have to be active as well, right? Be active, stay active, be like the market, right? So I hope everyone is taking a screenshot. If not, please make sure that my team of assistants will make sure to provide you with the entire details of where the entry, targets, and stop losses are. All right, Sophia is saying profitable right after entering. Impressive skill level, of course. Remember, when we provide you with hot stocks, these hot stocks are researched, are calibrated by some of the best minds in our company, the best researchers, the best analysts. So please make sure to utilize this skill, utilize this opportunity we are providing you, so that you can understand the potential that we get to the table. Remember, in today's world, it is very important to showcase your skills, to showcase your probability in terms of making money, the intensity, the amount, the dedication that you have for your passion, for your work, right? So please make sure we are giving you these hot stocks so that you can take trades and you can believe it for yourselves that yes, in the financial markets, you can make good money, all right? So I hope everyone is having a good time. I have also set a 5% profit target. Wow, everyone learn with Sophia, or be like Sophia, putting targets, being aware where what the price is doing, what will happen. All right, so I hope everyone has made sure to take this hot stock opportunity. All right, please don't miss it. All right, now coming back to where we were talking about analysis. Remember, when the hot stocks come in, right? When my team of analysts and my team of researchers are scouting the entire financial market, figuring out which is the best place to enter. So make sure it cannot be pre-planned always. There are trading opportunities that we come across, that we analyze, and if all the green flags, all the checklists work in our favor, then we are all set to go, and that is when we come out and we make money. Sophia is riding a profit of 2%. Don't worry, Sophia, it's going to go where? It's going to go higher. It's going to go higher. All right. You can easily maintain a target of around 2%. So you can maintain a considerable amount of 5%, right? We expect to go till around 5%, and it is very close to target 1. So all right, I hope everyone has taken this trade. If not, please do so. All the details will be given to you by our team of assistants. All right. Now let's get back to the analysis of what the entire charts are showing right now. Sophia is happy. I can understand, Sophia, and I'm so happy for you that you are happy. Coming back to the Nifty, as you can see on the Nifty, the prices had gapped down slightly. but with the bullish sentiment coming in, as you can see from the title of today's live streaming video, right? We're talking about Bajaj Finance. Bajaj Finance, one of the prominent companies in the finance sector of India's economy, right, is up by 5%. 5% is no joke, guys and girls. When you look at the number of 5%, that indicates that there is some heavy buying, there is some bullish sentiment coming to the markets. People understand that yes, the market might be correcting, but when we look at the market from a long-term perspective, the correction is strong, right? The correction or the retracement, but people are understanding that yes, the overall trend from a technical perspective is bullish. So we expect prices to hold this area and continue up. All right. Coming to some articles which are important. All right, I can see only Sophia, right, being more interactive in this chat group. Come on, you guys can be more active. The more questions you ask or the more curiosity that you showcase me, the better I'm able to understand and gauge, decide, calibrate whether I need to provide you with more additional information, or should I make the way I'm communicating a little on the easier side? Should I increase my pace? Should I decrease my pace? Whatever it is, you can always comment down, right, in the comment box, in the chat box. All right. Please make sure you're having your fluids on time. It is very important that you have your fluids, so that, as I have always mentioned, we human beings drink water or drink fluids only when we feel thirsty, but that is not the right way to go about. When it's always important to keep sipping on fluids, keep sipping on water. Remember, I'm trying to avoid coffee, right? Milk-based substances, but you can have water, you can have green tea, black tea, plain water. So please do have, right? Make sure your water intake is on point. Coming back to some articles that we have that I was looking to. I hope everyone is taking the hot stock. I need to keep reminding, right? Check our performance, check our credibility. We are not just boosting. We are showing you facts and figures, right? We'll come to the Excel sheet which shows all the details of how the stocks have been performing and how things have been improving. I wouldn't even just mention it as improving. I would mention it as great performance, right? We are almost touching the 100% profitability rate. When I'm talking about 100% is if you had invested with us, if you had traded the trading hot stock ideas that we are providing you beautiful people, you would understand that if you were with us, if you were following each and every reason for taking a trade, you would be making money almost 100%. If you had invested 1,000, if you had traded and put in it into stocks at $100, you would be making 200. For people who would have put in 1,000, would be making 2,000. 100,000 would be making 200,000, and 1 million would be making 2 million, right? Look at the power of what the financial markets have to offer. Sophia is writing, what are your reasons for picking this stock? All right, let's quickly go to Annapurna and understand why. Why is the reason? Let me check out and give my bias, right? Remember, everything is fast paced and moving. So we want to understand why this particular trade, the reason, right? Let us quickly have. I hope everyone has taken the screenshot. If not, please do so now. Otherwise, our team of assistants will provide you with the required information. All right. Let me just reduce the size so that there is less. There is more data that we can focus on. So let's change it to around 22. 22 sounds good. All right, 22. The Sophia is asking what is the reasons for picking this stock. All right, so as you can see, we are on the daily time frame, right? The daily time frame is one of the best time frames to look at it from a big perspective, right? Prices have been clearly in a bullish trend, all right, based on the higher time frames. Now that prices are correcting themselves, right? Correcting, a slight correction coming up, and then another strong correction coming in with such a strong bull movement. Remember, Annapurna, we'll go into even the reasons of understanding what the stock is, what is it, which sector does it fall into, does it, how the financial statements resonating with what is shown on the charts. We will try to connect as many dots as possible, yeah. But as you can see, the prices had taken out this clear pivot, right? Let me change the color to blue. I love blue. Blue is one of my favorite colors. I love blue and I love yellow. and I love orange. I love vibrant colors. Though I'm a big fan of black, so people are like, I mean, you love all colors, right? Yes, I love all colors. Sophia is writing, my profit taking is set at 397. Sophia, wow, that is indeed impressive, right? See, Sophia is front thinking, right? She is thinking two steps in advance. Where will I put my target? Where will I put my, target? Where am I entering? Where is my target? Where will I close my trade? And Sophia's writing, she wants to put it at around 397. You got it, girl. You can put it at 395, 397, 400. You can decide, right? We are providing you with the right set of information. It is up to you, beautiful people, to take the call. Remember, we will provide you the information. We will notify you. But ultimately, the decision to close the trade will be in yours, right? It's always having a balance of the pros and the cons. The pros of closing is that you make money. The money is in your account, in your trading account. The cons, the negative aspect is that you might have made more money or you might lose more money, right? So always set an area of interest where you want to close. We provide you with these set targets, right? 5% target, so that you can make money quickly, right? We are here not to just sit and prove ourselves that yes, we gave you an idea of one trade and it made money. No, we want to be giving you as many ideas based on the market conditions. Please remember, it is very important for me to mention, right? We want to provide you with the most ripe option, the most high probability options, right? So please make sure that you utilize this opportunity to make money, and we are here to showcase our skills, right? Dolphin Markets has been putting a lot of attention, a lot of emphasis on gaining that trust that people so are missing in their lives, right? We are in this business not just to provide you just a service. We are in this business to provide you with the opportunity to make money all the way from September, mid of September to mid of October. As of now, in a span of 1 month, we are almost sitting at 100%, almost touching 97. It's very close to 100, like double the amount, right? What you invested, it has double, all right? Now, Sophia had been asking why my profit taking is set at 397. You are good to go, all right? You can decide 395 to 397. Now, coming back to looking at why, the reason, right? As I've mentioned, the price has been strongly in a bullish uptrend movement, right? Now with the corrections onset, from a technical perspective, first let me give you the analysis, correct? So we had this pivot, price had definitely created another high, right? So a price had created a high and the price eventually created another higher high, with prices correcting themselves and creating a retracement, a correction to the downside. You can see, in terms of the intensity, when price is correcting. Let me delete the arrows. I hope everyone is understanding. Please make sure to write in the comment box if for any reason, if you're not able to understand, or if you are getting confused, or if there is a particular stock in mind that you are interested in, please get back to me. Please write down in the comment box, type it out, all right? Type your queries, type your questions, type your or just say a hi. If you don't have any question and you want to give me positive vibes, you want me to give positive energy, just use a thumbs up or give me an what you call this, a tip top emoticon, whatever is required, right? Just keep it interactive. I want to see more interaction taking place. So let me use my arrows because I love using arrows. One of our team members name is Arrow, I mean, see how it resonates. Interesting, right? All right. So coming back to path, we have this particular direction, right? As we were telling, on the bigger time frame picture, the prices are bullish. With the onset of the correction, the prices are correcting. Now that prices are coming, as you can see, the prices were retracing heavily. Now the bounce has become shallow. This is an early indication of price losing its scheme of bearish pressure, right? It's like, again, like dropping a ball on a floor. The moment the ball bounces for the first time, the bounce is higher. But the second time it bounces, it starts to become, lower until it flattens out. So as you can see from this current example, the prices were having a strong correction, but the intensity, right? the degree of bearish pressure has been reduced. So that is the reason we expect at least the price to go and correct itself, right? So I hope, Sophia, you have got a gist, a good understanding about why we are entering and why we remember these are not, we are not shooting in the dark. Remember, we are trying to provide you with the right set of analysis from our team of highly experienced analysts and researchers, right? They have put in the hard sweat, work, and tears to get sure that we are providing you with the best trading opportunity. So I hope you make good use of this. Now let's look at some of the articles that we had come across for today. Give me a minute. All right, I hope everyone can see my screen. All right, good. So from a sector point of, from a sector performance view of today, remember we are talking about the daily, all right? So in terms of the daily time, daily basically refers to today's current market condition. You've been interestingly having the diamond, the software, and the finance. Remember the heading of today's live webinar. We're going to talk about Bajaj Finance because it is up by almost 5.2%. All right. Remember the markets keep fluctuating, so the values will keep changing. But at that particular time, it was almost at 5% appreciation this day itself, right? That just shows an indication that the DIIs, the domestic institutional investors, are pumping in money. They want to diversify the portfolio, right? They want to make sure that they are allocating their possessions to ride the wave back. Remember, when prices start to become cheaper, what is the best option? What is the best decision that a person can do is to, buy. Who doesn't love discounted prices, correct? So make sure that you pay attention to what I'm discussing. Now, sometimes it does get hot in here because when I'm talking, when I'm using a lot of energy, no matter how cool the room will be, there will be times when I will be feeling a little hot and sweaty. All right. Anyways, coming back. So let's quickly look at some of the articles for understanding what is the market sentiment for today. All right. I guess it was on business today. Let me go and check. Or maybe it's going to be on money control. Let's quickly have a look at this article. So the Sensex rises by 300 points. Right now, again, there is come a point in time when people are understanding that yes, I guess it's the time where the market has decided to conclude its bearish movement and start to decide in terms of direction to have a more of a bullish bias. All right. So Nifty is about 24,500. Auto, IT, metals shine. All right. So Sensex to the stock market, basically mid cap and small cap indices are trading flat. Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Finserv, HDFC Bank, Bajaj Auto, Adani Enterprises are among the major gainers, right? This could be one of the reasons for, remember, as I've mentioned, this entire week from Monday till Friday. Remember, Monday and Tuesday is done and dusted. We're talking about Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So during these 3 days, let us just keep it simple. For the entire week, we had more than 425 companies, right? 425 companies out there talking about or indicating that yes, they are ready to share out their quarterly two earning reports, right? So a lot of companies and a lot of blue chip companies included are were set. All right, the dates have been discussed. You can go to Google and you can, if you want more information, you can find it out. So more than 400 companies, when in a week more than 425 companies are required to output their quarterly two earnings. It does take a lot of pressure on the index, right, and the economy as a whole, because that is the time when people start to speculate. They start to speculate at what are people are going to decide upon. Will the market hold? Will the market be bullish? Will the quarterly earnings be better than what they were expected, and so on? Sophia is asking, sir, the stocks you recommended are all going up. Wow, I'm so happy, Sophia, and I really hope that you get all the benefits. I want everyone in this community, right? The community that is handled by Harsh. Remember when I say when Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear. When Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear. All right. So I love it. I mean, I feel very happy and I feel proud that me and my team of analysts and researchers are able to provide you with this kind of information. Our entire team is working hard to make sure that we can put our best foot forward so that we can give you the best services, and we can make you make I mean the most amount of money as well, right? When we are making money, when you are making money, you can see it for yourself that yes, everything is working fine. We have trust in this company and we want to be a part of this company. All right, so as you can see, the bank nifty has been up, trading in the range. Basically, the IT sector and the finance sector are the ones that are spearheading, that are lifting, the indices based on the quarterly earning reports. Remember, so many companies out there, and a lot of blue chip companies also expected, to showcase their quarterly to earning reports. So when the reports are positive or better than what was indicated or speculated, that is when the markets start to get to garner a lot of bullish sentiment, right? So that is what is exactly what is happening. Let us have a look at the heat map. I hope every one of you is aware about the heat map, right? We do talk a lot. Look at the price, right, guys and girls, men and beautiful women. The price right now is at 383. It is inching towards. Remember, we are almost sitting at a 2.4% appreciation in price from where we had dictated price. These kind of trades are the best when you enter and you start making money, right? When you start making money instantly, who is not happy, correct? Let's quickly have a look at what the heat map is, right? A lot of you beautiful people are aware, correct? A heat map, or for people, let me keep it for people who do not understand what a heat map is. A heat map is basically, remember, heat map is basically comprised of either stocks, ETFs, or crypto. We don't want to get into crypto and ETFs at the moment. We're going to talk about stocks, right? You cannot have a heat map of a stock. You're going to have a heat map of an index, correct? So the index, what you're going to talk about is going to be regarding Nifty 50 and BSE, the Sensex 30, correct? So if you're looking at the Nifty 50, I hope everyone can see my screen. I always have to make sure that I'm letting you know, because I need to make sure everyone is on the right track, all right? Is on the same page. So as you can see my mouse, all right, so the Nifty 50 is mentioned over here as it indicates 50 top companies of the Indian economy which are listed on the National Stock Exchange. So all the 50 companies have been mentioned in front of you in terms of a depiction of a picture, correct? The green ones indicate bullish sentiment, the red one indicates bearish sentiment. The darker the color, right? Again, I want to emphasize on the color. Some colors are light in shade, some colors are darker in shade, and some colors are neutral in terms of gray, right? Gray is when the market is sideways, all right? I hope everyone can see my hands. Gray is when the market is sideways. When it's green, the market is going has a bullish sentiment, and when it is red, it is having a bearish sentiment. All right. The darker the color, the stronger the intensity of the move. So the darker the green color, the more bullish, right? I hope everyone can see Bajaj Finance. When we were talking about Bajaj Finance, it was at 5.22. Right now it's sitting at 6, a percent extra, a percent appreciation than what it was, almost an hour before. So the more darker the color, the more stronger the sentiment. The more lighter the color, the shade of the color, the less the intensity. Sophia is writing, drink more water. Oh, so Sophia thinks so much about me. I'm like, Sophia here, a heart too. Thank you so much for caring about me. And I hope that everyone else also makes sure to have water too, right? So as you can see, we were talking about Bajaj Finance, right? With Bajaj Finance coming out, let us look at their reports. Quickly, let's go to none other than Screener, right? I hope everyone is aware about this particular web page. If not, please make sure that you bookmark it, all right? It's called as Screener. Let me just type it out. SCREENER.in. All right, this is an Indian web page dedicated to provide you more information about the individual shares. All right, so we are going to talk about which we're going to talk about Bajaj Finance, correct? BAJJ Finance. All right, Bajaj Finance Limited. All right, as you can see, an appreciation of 5.86, correct? A very strong company in terms of financial data, in terms of its and it's been serving its customers for a long time, correct? It's a very well known company. All right, right now, as you can see, the company has delivered a good profit growth of 29.4% CAGR, all right, over 5 years. So, an average annual movement of 29% appreciation, not bad, right? But here at Dolphin Markets, we are almost touching 97, 100%, right? I mean, appreciation, profitability. All right, but this is a company, all right, a very well established, having a lot of services operations, so no problem. The stock is trading at five times its book value. Remember, when a company is doing well, the prices appreciate, the prices become expensive. Remember, if you know what you get to the table, you will be in demand. You will get more money because people will want to pay more to to acquire your services, right? The company has a low interest coverage ratio. This would be based on the management's decision. The company might be capitalizing the interest cost. It could be, right? Let's quickly have a look at how the revenue is performing. The revenue has been appreciating for the last couple of quarters, correct? March, April, May, June. Remember, all these markings, all these denotations, as you can see on top, are quarterly, right? Every 3 months. So the revenue has been appreciating since the last couple of quarters. The financing profit has been also appreciating. The net profit is the most important part, right? Anything, and I mean, the company might have its own business. A company might have its own structure of operations, but eventually, why does a business exist? A business exists to make money, right? So it's very crucial to pay attention to net profit, right? And as you can see, for this particular company, it's been appreciating in value for the last couple of quarters as well, right? You can look at the screen and take out all the data that is required. We preferably would want to look at it on from a technical perspective, right? Because Harsh is known for his technical expertise, correct? Let's go and quickly have a look at what Bajaj Finance is showing. But come on, guys, I hope everyone is taking this trade. Look at the potential of how this particular trade works. We are mainly utilizing this particular time, this particular live streaming session, and the live streaming session after this to provide you with as much of trading possibilities, as much of hot stocks, based on the market conditions and based on the approval of our analysts and researchers. So please, this is the time to jump on the bandwagon, to make sure that you are following or you are replicating the trade hot stocks that we are providing you, so you can make money and you can understand that yes, Dolphin Markets is going to be our savior. Harsh is going to be our savior. Harsh is going to help me make money. Dolphin Markets is going to help you make money. All right, so please, the prices have been appreciating quite well, almost at around 2.3, 2.4. So please, for people who have taken, a very big thumbs up. All right, for people who haven't, what are you doing? Come on, don't miss out these trading opportunities. Right, it's very important to be a part of these hot stocks. Coming to Bajaj Finance. Bajaj Finance Limited. Wow, look at that rise. Remember, the fundamentals showcase all the numerical, the number crunching data, but the technicals have already discounted everything into play. So when you look at the chart, it already indicates what is happening, and based on technical analysis, we expect or we speculate that prices should perform or should decide to go in a particular direction based on certain analysis, correct? Let me give you a small brief explanation as to why the stock is performing so well. quickly, a quick glance, if you look at it from a bigger term picture, the prices have been bullish, but the prices have started to go sideways, right? Let me just use a polyline to quickly just draw the bigger term picture. Any questions, any queries, any comments, please make sure, right? Any recommendations from your side in terms of how can I improve? Is there something that I need to work upon? Any question, any query, any feedback, you all are most welcome to give, all right? To type down in the comment box. I will make sure to go through it and get back to you, or inculcate, or absorb those feedback and try to become a better version of myself, all right? So quickly, as we had mentioned, I'm drawing a polyline. We call this particular indicator as a polyline, right? So prices have been bullish, but recently the prices have started to go sideways. It's not bearish, it's sideways. As you can see, the moment price was bullish, price started to have bearish to a sideways market sentiment, returning back to its bearish bullish sentiment, right? So when you have these turns over here, let me quickly draw it for you. Let me depict it, right? I hope everyone can see my screen. Oh, sorry, I'm showing you the wrong. Please, guys, when I'm maybe on the wrong page, or sometimes when I'm so enthusiastic, when I'm so active, when I get hyper, because I love talking to all you beautiful people and providing you with as much of analysis, as much of information. There are times when I might not be showing you the right page, right? So please, you can write down in the comment box sometime, just to remind me that yes, Harsh, we are on the same page. All right. Now I can see. I hope everyone can see my screen, right? Perfect. So now we had, when prices were going, towards the bullish side, and now prices have started to become sideways to a slightly bearish. Again sideways, right? Prices have been going sideways. Now with the onset of price, looking at the last important data points, right? As a technical trader, the last couple of pivot points, we call them as data. What do we call? We call them as substantial points where prices have reversed, right? There is a reason why price came to this level and started to go down. There is a reason why prices have stopped at this particular level and have decided to go up. So we these are substantial areas of decision points, and prices have started to go up. So as you can see, prices have created a high, this is a low, and this is a higher high, right? So once prices come deep into it, remember, this is the uh, current swing or trend in control. So it's still bullish. Prices have retraced heavily, and as you all know, the news events generally, they kind of coincide with certain technical trading areas that we would want to go. And price being bullish, having the bullish control for now, prices have retraced heavily, and as you can see, maybe the quarterly earning reports would have spearheaded the decision to lift this particular company. Remember, it's a very prominent company, a finance, it's into financial services, it's even into automobiles. So the Bajaj is a huge conglomerate such as Reliance, having its legs spread across so many sectors: automobiles, financial services, so on and so forth. So prices have retraced quite heavily, but making sure that since this is in charge, right, in terms of the bullish movement, prices have retraced and have started to shoot up heavily. I hope everyone is having a good understanding of what I'm trying to explain, and please make sure whatever stock recommendations are being given to you, it is of vital importance, right? These hot stocks are to be taken by people like you, so that you can make money and you can understand that yes, this is a company that does not just think about itself, but it thinks about the customers. It puts you beautiful people on a pedestal. We want to make sure we are providing you with the right services, so that you can understand that yes, finally you have found the right broker you were looking for. All right, I hope people are understanding. Let's have a look at we talked a lot about Nifty, but we didn't talk about Sensex, right? Sometimes when my flow might break down based on with certain hot stocks being, remember, these are hot stocks which come instantly. So we have to be quick. So when we have a certain flow, a certain structure that we want to progress the live streaming session, but when certain, adapt certain improvisations are made, then sometimes the flow is broken, and then you have to again remember, all right, we were talking about this. Nonetheless, are you making money? If you are making money, are you happy? Yes. If you are happy, we are happy. Harsh is happy. Remember, like I always say, when Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear. All right. Looking at Sensex, we had already marked this zone long time back, almost. The support area been holding. Prices did break that support, but see a clear manipulation area of manipulation. Prices are going down, but there is bullish sentiment today, right? And people have been asking about what about, you talk a lot about FIIs and DIIs, correct? For people, for all you beautiful people out there, it is very important to understand the market cannot move by people like you and me. We are retail traders, right? The market can move only by big banks, institutions, right? People who have tons of money. I'm talking in terms of billions of money, right? Billions of capital so that price can move. I had also mentioned to you, it's a fact, for every movement of price by 0.1%, you need to flood the markets by minimum a couple of $1 million, all right? So a lot is put at stake, during the markets, but because of its huge vastness, correct? The markets are so huge. India is so huge. The economy is so huge. So when there has been a lot of transactions taking place, correct? That is the time when you have to be, aware that, all right, I need to understand how can I be with the big banks and institutions, be with the smart money, right? Mr. Lee is writing, I like your manner. Thank you, Mr. Lee. I appreciate it. I hope I'm doing justice in terms of, utilizing my skills of communication and talking. And I hope that you're having a good time. I hope it's interactive. Can I follow you to trade? Yes, of course. That is exactly what we are here for. Remember, we provide you with hot stocks. Hot stocks are trading opportunities for you lovely people to jump, to make money, right? While you can learn and earn at the same time. We talked about Annapurna. All right, come on. Annapurna, remember the trade idea that we just had talked about today. Remember, a couple of almost 45 minutes before. We give you with certain trade ideas based on the market conditions, based on the favorability of how the markets are performing. Me and my team of researchers are always here to make sure that we can provide you with the best high probability markets, correct? So please make sure that you utilize these trading opportunities. These trading opportunities are for you to make money, right? And if you make money, you'll be happy. And if you'll be happy, I'll be happy. Dolphin markets will be happy, right? Then we can build a trust, build a connection that we can endure, right? For the future. Sophia is writing the market remains stagnant every noon. Yes, Sophia, it's not just about every noon, but it's about the market conditions because the market conditions right now are a little indecisive. Remember, as I had mentioned, a lot of companies out there, right, who are expected to showcase their quarterly two earnings. So when companies are required to post their quarterly earnings, right, irrespective of whether it is quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, or quarter four, there are 4 quarters. I hope everyone is aware. So just make sure that people, when such important informations are needed to be disclosed during the market, and especially when you have more than 425 companies, right? So there is going to be a lot of indecision. So that is the reason for the last couple of days, the markets during noon time has been, a little on the stagnant or sideways stance, right? I hope you all are having water, right? Make sure. And I hope no one of you is sleeping, right? Okay. Hope everyone has taken this. I hope Mr. Lee does, answers your question. You can follow us by taking these hot stocks. Remember, we are sitting on a very high profitability rate. All right. We do maintain an Excel sheet also, and I think it's important to showcase you that so people are like, they need. Remember, what you see you believe. All right. In Hindi we use a very it's a very used sentence which is like very commonly used, and it's jo dikta hai wo bikta hai, right? What you see, people buy, right? If people can see, then people will think about buying it, right? If people cannot see it, then how will people know what to buy? Similarly, that is exactly what we are doing here. We are showcasing you our talent. We are showcasing you our performance, and based on your outlook towards our performance, you can be the best judge to decide how well the trades are been performing, how well the people are making money, how strong the profitability percentage is. So this is exactly the reason we are providing you with hot stocks, correct? All right, Mr. Lee, I hope that answers your question. You can put a thumbs up in the comment box. All right. Now looking at we were talking about, yeah, Sensex, correct? So when you're looking at Sensex, similarly, right, Big Brother, how the Big Brother is the Nifty, right, listed on the National Stock Exchange, and you have Sensex, which is listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange. So similar, they have very similar pictures. This was the last area of support. Prices had manipulated over here, but you can see there is bullishness. There is bullish pressure coming out, correct? Oh, sorry, yeah. I just forgot about it. We had to mention about the Excel sheet. Very important, right? Because people would love me to talk for hours and hours, and I can do that. But we are here to provide you with facts and figures, correct? It's very important for me to make sure that we are providing you with our facts and figures, with our commitment to provide you certain hot stocks, certain trading opportunities that can make you money, right? Here is the list, correct? I hope everyone can see my screen. If not, I think no, I think everyone can see my screen. Perfect. We do have certain stocks which are running, and certain stocks that we have closed. So the trades that have been closed, whenever we provide you with a 5% target area, you can decide for yourself whether you want to trade to be closed. My team of assistants will make sure to provide you the notification to remind you that yes, sir or madam, your price is approaching the 5% target. Please make sure to close it, correct? So based on the entire list of stocks that we have been utilizing or been providing to you, sorry, the number of shares, it's almost coming to 25. Remember, 25 hot stocks which have made a cumulative profit of around 92 percentile, right? With the current trade running on Annapurna, this is going to, become stronger. The profitability rate is going to get higher. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is no joke. This is clear dedication from our side to provide you with the best services possible. So I highly recommend that each and every one of you make sure to be a part of these live streaming sessions. Remember, all the live streaming sessions are happening from Monday till Friday. Each day, each and every work day, we make sure to provide you with 3 live trading sessions. During these live trading sessions, the first live trading sessions happens in the morning. The second live trading session happens when the markets are about to close, an hour approximately before the markets are about to close. And the third live streaming session happens after the market closes. That is mainly dedicated to providing you with trading information, technical trading information. It's very important, right? The first 2 live trading sessions are mainly dedicated to provide you with analysis, but more important than providing you analysis, it is to provide you with hot stocks. I can talk all day long, but if you're not making money, are you going to be happy? I don't think so. But if I'm providing you with analysis and I'm providing you with hot stocks which are making you money and good money, will you be happy? Of course you're going to be happy, right? You're going to be on top of the moon, correct? So please make sure, utilize our skills, utilize our opportunities of providing you these certain trade ideas, these hot stocks, so that you can make money and you can be a part of dolphin markets, right? Like I always say, when Harsh is here, there is nothing to fear. Please understand the intensity of what I'm trying to discuss. A 92%. I hope everyone can see my mouse. All right. So yes, a 92 percentage profitability, very strong numbers. With Annapurna also working in our favor, right? I mean, when you see greens everywhere, doesn't it make you feel so happy? Correct? Price is going, give it time. It's going to go up and down. It's going to do its thing. Remember, the market doesn't, just shoot in one direction. It takes time. Remember, as I had mentioned it to you. So, nonetheless, we are in the trade. We are making a 5% target is going to be around 395, 397 target. Please make sure to be aware about it. If not, our team of assistants will make sure to notify you once it is approaching the 5% target. Correct? Now looking at yes, we were talking about the FIIs and DIs. There is so much to talk about and so much of information and so little time. So there are times when I might, like jump from one topic to the next, right? I'm like, what do you call? I'm like a monkey, jumping from one branch to the other branch. But I will always make sure whenever we have trading opportunities, whenever we are going to have hot stocks, I'm going to make sure to give it the most important emphasis because that is where you will be making money. All right. Coming on to what we were talking was about the FIIs and the DIIs, right? With the amount of funds that have been moving, right? With the amount of money, it's only capable of big banks and institutions, big financial companies, who have the power to move prices, whether they have to go up or whether they have to go down. It cannot be done by me and you. And because market is a zero sum game, what enters the market has to exit the market. There can never be an unlimited supply of buyers or an unlimited supply of sellers. There has to be, a balance. There is a give and take. There is a tug of war between bullish sentiment and bearish sentiment, correct? So when you have big banks and institutions, right, who are controlling the markets, who are dictating the markets, right? Let me show you a depiction of what I'm trying to say. I hope everyone can see my screen. I hope everyone can see my screen. All right. So these FIIs and DIIs, remember this data is for today. Every day we will be providing you with a good the depiction of what the FIIs and the DIIs. A very clear information to discuss is people would be like still, what does FI? FI stands for foreign investment institution, right? Or you can even call them as investors. And we're going to have the same thing for DII, but in place of foreign, it's going to be called as domestic. All right. So we have it as domestic investment institutions or domestic investment investors. All right. So foreign investors, right? It's very simple to understand. Anything that is outside the country is foreign, correct? Anything that is inside the country is domestic. So as you can see clearly from today's data, right? In the last couple of days, it's going all the way from 16th. So 16th is, let me check. 16th is Wednesday. So they give you a date of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Around a 5-day data is quite substantial for us to understand. Like, what is the flow of money? What is the flow of funds? Being done by the banks, institutions, whether they are domestic, that is within the country, or whether they are foreign, right? Outside, abroad, outside the country. As you can see for the last couple of days, right? This is the 5-day data. Remember, 5 working days data, right? That's why you have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That would be Saturday and Sunday. Saturdays and Sundays, the markets are closed. So they do not take into consideration what, markets are closed. There is no data, right? All right. So as you can see, there has been a deficit. Remember the FIIs, the the FIIs are taking, they're parking out, they're taking out their funds and they are going to parking their funds in certain economies which are still stable. Like I've always mentioned since last week, they are mainly focusing on Southeast Asian markets. All right, but this gives an opportunity for the domestic investors, right? When the money is taken out, it creates a void, it creates a big gap in the marketplace, and that gap has to be filled. So that gap is best filled by people who are in the country, right? The domestic investors. Sophia is writing, the morning market was really vigorous, right? It started off heavily with a bearish sentiment, right? Because prices had gapped down. But then because of the positive data coming from the financial statements, right? The quarterly earnings of some prominent banks, especially the IT and the finance sectors, right? So they are picking up, right? They are spearheading today's sentiment, bullish sentiment, right, for the Indian economy. Coming back to FIIs and DIIs, right? Foreign institution investors and domestic investment institutions investors. You can see the numbers for yourself. For the last couple of days, there has been a deficit. So people, the FIIs have been taking out the money and have been, investing in some other economies, but giving the the opportunity for domestic investors, domestic investment institutions to come into place, to diversify their portfolio, to start building positions to uplift the economy, right? I mean, who else better than the DIIs can understand, right? So there has been a deficit of 3978 crores, right? 3978 crores. But at the same time, there has been an injection, there has been an addition of 5,869 crores, right? A give and take to balance the economy. So people are like, if the foreign investors are, parking out the funds, doesn't that make the economy less favorable? That is not at all the reason, all right? The reason has to be, that is not a valid reason. The reason is the people are going to park their funds where it is safe. Simple as that. I mean, we had Mr. Suraj during our previous live streaming session, and he was always interested to talk about gold, gold, gold. And it is very important to showcase you what exactly, when such a question arises, it is important to inform, when you look at gold, all right, gold, if you can see, people will park their funds where it is safe. Gold is always called as a safe haven, all right? Safe havens are nothing but those financial instruments which people can trust upon. They can close their eyes and be at peace when they sleep because they know that their money is safe. That is where people, invest in gold, because gold is always considered to be, or has been always told by our parents, our grandparents, our ancestors, that convert money to gold because gold will always appreciate in value, and that is exactly what has been happening with so much of geopolitical events taking place, with all the wars, all the uncertainties taking place around across the globe. People want to make sure that whichever market or whichever financial instrument they put their funds in has to be safe, and gold is the best option. Sophia is writing the domestic funds are performing strongly. That is correct, because the FIIs are taking out their funds, right? That gives the opportunity for the DIIs to fill that gap. The more amount of money is taken out, the more space is left, right? The more space is left, the more domestic investors can, start adding positions into the market, right? Because who better than the domestic institution investors who know about their own country, right? Since they belong to that same country, they know that the country possesses strength, all right? The country possesses potential for great improvements, correct? Very strong future projections. So why not? And especially when the prices are correcting, when prices are falling down. Remember, and I've explained it to you a couple of times, but I will repeat it again. No problem in repeating. The prices, when they're correcting, for a price which was at a value of maybe, for example, rupees 100, right? If for that same value, if I'm getting a price right now at maybe rupees, maybe around 50, all right, and if I know that the fundamentals of that particular company are doing good, I am getting a bargain, right? If you're going and buying for all these beautiful women out there, when you go and you buy shopping bags, or you love to go and shop around, right? You love to buy clothes and accessories. So when you're getting something, or maybe a bag, a Chanel bag, a Gucci bag, maybe it is, for example, I'm just giving you a hypothetical scenario, right? If it is going to be around 100 rupees, right? I know it's not going to be this cheap, but just to get the example across, correct? But if you go to a Black Friday sale, maybe at H&M's or Chanel or Versace or Gucci or Shein or Zara, wherever you decide to go, but you understand that, all right, at this particular place, I was getting the same bag for 100 rupees, but during a particular sale, maybe Black Friday sale, the prices have been reduced by 50%. I'm getting at 50. Tell me, how many of you would not take the opportunity to buy? Of course, there would be massive rush over there to buy, because you are getting the product at a cheaper price, right? And you believe in the company, you believe in Zara, you believe in Louis Vuitton, you believe in Gucci. So you know the value of that particular brand. Brand resonates to a stock or an index or a commodity, correct? So the more prices fall, the better the price to buy. So of course, once the price falls substantially and people are buying, of course, right, eventually the market will rise, because there is so many people buying in that the prices will go up. I hope I'm able to give you a very clear understanding, right? So I hope everyone is on the right track. I hope everyone is having a good time. I've been fast. I always love being energetic, and I want to make sure that sometimes I might go a little too fast. So for people who feel that I'm going too fast, I can make sure I can slow down. I can be a little more slow, for people to understand what I'm saying. But I'm pretty much sure majority of you are having a blast, are having a good time, right? We are providing you with analysis. We are providing you with trading opportunities, hot stocks. What else is required? And in the third live streaming session, we are providing you with trading education, technical trading education. I mean, you are getting the best of both worlds. Remember, we are having these live trading sessions all the way from Monday till Friday, and making sure that every working day I am here with you for three live sessions. The one that happens in the morning, that is currently happening, the one that will happen once the market is about to close, and the third that happens after the market closes, right? It's very important to understand that there is so much of information to discuss, especially when we're going to have the next live streaming session. There is certain things which are going to be of interest, right? I mean, there are nuggets that I'm going to talk about. It's going to be more pertaining to, tidbits of certain financial terminology, certain financial strategies, during real life examples, right? So please make sure to tune in to the next live streaming session, right? Do not miss out these opportunities, guys and girls, men and beautiful women, because we are here to provide you with the best services possible. We want to utilize this time to showcase our true potential. When you have returns such as these, which are giving you phenomenal profitability, why on earth would you not want to be a part of us, right? We are trying to give you the best services possible, so we do expect you beautiful people to resonate, to be a part and be a part of a community too, right? Because if you're making money and you're happy, and Harsh is able to explain to you everything perfectly, I'm like, what else in the world is required, right? So I hope everyone is having a good time. Let me quickly reiterate or give you a short summary of what we have been talking today. The markets did gap lower, but because of the financial sector, the IT sector, the finance sector and the IT sector have been doing phenomenally well for today. Bajaj Finance has been up by almost 6%, right? So there has been bullish sentiment coming into play. While we were talking and analyzing We are going to talk to you. We had discussed to you our hot stock, right? Annapurna. I'm like, I hope none of you are late joiners over here, but if you are in for a treat. Remember, guys and girls, men and beautiful women, we have given you a trade idea, right? A hot stock on Annapurna. Entry at 375, a 5% target at around 395 to 397, with our target one being at 400 and target two at 440. Everything has been discussed. If for whatever reason you have not been able to take this trade, no worries. Please make sure to be a part of this live streaming session and all the other live streaming sessions that happen after this so that we can provide you with more hot stocks. Our team of assistants will make sure to clarify any technical doubts you have. If you want a screenshot of this particular hot stock with all the details mentioned, my team of analysts will make sure to provide you with the details. All right. So I hope please make sure to be a part of all our live streaming webinars. We want to make sure to provide you, we are doing our best efforts to make sure that we are able to provide you with the right set of skills, services, and money making opportunities, right? When everything is green, I mean, you're going to be the most happiest person, right? When you're associated with us. That is exactly what the vision of Dolphin Markets is, right? To put the customer in front of us, right? We want to make sure that all our customers are happy, are lively, are having the best time of their lives, right? By being a part of this particular of this community, right? And after that, we did talk about a short description about what the FIIs and the DIIs are talking, right? Why the funds are moving in a particular fashion, why there is why are the FIIs, taking out their funds? Why are they parking out their funds? They are parking out their funds because they want to invest in other economies which are currently showing more potential. But at the same time, it also gives the opportunity for the domestic institutional investors to jump onto the bandwagon, right? We want the domestic institution investors to fill in the gap. If the foreign investment institutions are retracting their funds, the domestic institution investors have the opportunity to jump into the funds, right? And a very clear example was given to you in terms of where you can see the example that I was giving based on I can't even recollect which chart I was showing, but you get the point, right? The example that I was talking about bags, right? Ladies love handbags. So when you get a bag which was priced at 100 rupees, remember it is an example, correct? But you have a Black Friday sale and the price falls down to almost 50 rupees, yeah? Who will not on planet Earth buy that bag, right? I mean, if you love that bag, you will do whatever it takes to buy the bag. So similarly, when the prices are depreciating, once the prices are, correcting or are being offered to you at a discount, right? So when prices are being offered to you at a discount, right? Why wouldn't you want to buy the price, right? When you're getting at a discount and you believe the potential in terms of how the markets are performing, it is very important, correct? And that is how the markets will start to appreciate eventually. That is exactly how that is how the flow of money, right, between the FIIs and DIIs take place. All right, so I hope everyone has had a good time. Everyone has learned something new. Everyone has been able to make money, right, on Annapurna, which is today's hot stock. So I hope everyone has had a good time, and please make sure to be, be aware and be make sure to be present in the next live streaming session. Also, a lot of information is going to be provided, right? So make sure to be a part of it. We might even come up with hot stocks, right? If you have made money on Annapurna, who wants to make more money? Who wants to make money? Message, comment down in the comment box. Everyone wants to make more money. So please be a part of this lively community. All right. I will see you in the next live streaming session. Until then, take care. Bye.